And Jen, all one word, three ends on my Jen. We are back for the something time tonight. I think it's the second, maybe it's the third. With Frost, era versus era in 8 minutes. He's got 8 minutes to answer 15 questions about the crazy era versus era cards. So without any further delay, I'm going to bring the man himself on, Frost, to answer those questions. How you doing?
How you doing, Jen? You good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm awesome, man. I'm awesome.
Stuff, man.
The energy around this card just keeps me continually hyped.
Powerful, isn't it? Powerful.
So powerful, so
There's
infectious.
a lot of characters.
There are, and you've got 15 questions. 8 questions and only 15 minutes. So we're going to get straight into them.
Panicking there.
Right? Yeah, I know. Tongue twisters. First question: when was your era, and where do you rank yourself in it?
Like what? So like by year, I was my first battle was in 2017, but then obviously that year was the year that everything sort of fell apart. So there weren't a lot of events going on that year anyway. But then so Academy 2018, I say that's more my era.
Yeah.
And I don't really see anyone that touches me in my era, if I'm honest. Like Maverick's gone home. He's not coming outside no more. There's no one that can chat to me.
Took your shit.
Never lost.
Frost never lost. That's okay.
Lost.
I agree that you never lost. In fact, we'll see if we get to that at the end.
Love that.
What do you think of your opponent's era, and where do you rank them in it? So where do you rank them in their era?
Honestly, I've got to claim a bit of ignorance in like I don't really know jump off era like that. I don't really know it like that. I know he from that era. I know he did well, but I don't know it enough to say like, oh, he was ranked here or whatever. I don't know it, and I don't know if a lot of the stuff is available to watch either. Like, so I can't really say where he is in that.
I feel like you're being so polite with so much subtle shade at the same time. Like I can just feel like you're paying respect, but at the same time saying like, yeah, no, it's. I don't even know if it's like, is it on DVD? Has someone got a DVD they can show me? I borrow my brother's DVD player.
You're catching me out, Jen.
Is there still a post office? Maybe someone can send me a DVD in the post.
Someone's gonna have to fax me that or something. I don't know.
I was reading between the lines, and that's kind of what I was seeing. But of what you have seen of your opponent, DVDs notwithstanding, okay,
he's good. The jump off battles I've seen and so on I've seen of him, like he's good. He's very good at what he does. But yeah, like I say, I don't really know jump off that well to say like where he stood in that game.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so maybe this might be a little difficult for you to answer, but which of your eras do you think it was tougher to make a name for yourself in, his era or yours?
Again, like I said, I don't. But I think jump off era was tough to make a name, like because again things aren't out on YouTube or nothing to watch. Sure. Like there wasn't, and I don't think people look to jump off for battles. Like in my head, it was always twerking competitions. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't. So I don't really think it was easy for anyone to like break out as a battle rapper back in back in those days. But at the same time, my era wasn't easy. There was no league to battle for a while. Like so but I think if you had ability, you could make a name in my era, and I did. But yeah, I don't really know what it was like in the jump off days to make a name, but it seems difficult. I'd say his, but that man wasn't easy.
It sounds like both of you have had a very difficult eras, because like you say, back in the jump off days, there wasn't the scene that there wasn't it wasn't necessarily there for the battle rap. It was other things as well.
It was an event.
That's it.
Everything for the culture. That's what it was. And I don't really think MCs got their dues.
Yeah. And also, like you say, then you had to make yourself pop by kind of word of mouth, literally.
Yeah, of course.
Rather than being able to go viral or being able to share links via social media. But like you say, you had no leak. Like the scene was in a proper vacuum. Like that was so equally I would imagine compared to some of the other guys on the card, like now obviously
the one thing that I did have is when the leagues did start sprouting up, there was a lot of battles available.
Mm.
And if you was especially being in London as well, there was a lot of events available to man. So
Sure.
I'll give me the benefit of that. Like I had events that there was going to be people watching because people was waiting for an event to happen. So it's like I had that on my side. So yeah, I'll give Giz that one.
Yeah. Okay. If you could battle in any era, which era would it be?
Again, do you know what? I'd only be battling in another era for vanity, just like for the view's sake. Honest, that would be the only reason. Like in 2012 when everyone was getting views, like that. That's the only reason why I'd do it in another era. There's still a little bit of gratification that I get from my era where like we was the only one circulating for a hot minute. Like if it wasn't for us, there was no events going on. Like we kept a lot of things like going on. So yeah, so there's a little bit of like pride I take in that. So my own era. Own era.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very noble answer. And even if you say, you know, that would be vanity for the views, it's, I guess, yeah, views and numbers, but also better opportunities, better exposure, bigger tests, better challenges, you know, maybe some money, you know, like more money.
That's like the pats on the back, honestly, like a crowd. Do you know what I mean? And people responding to what you've done. Like I'm not gonna like that. The first battle I had that the Don't Flop battle I had that hit over like 4K first. And I was like, oh shit! Like it happened in a month. I was like, oh shit! People are responding to this. That felt better than a lot of things. Like that was nice. That gave me hunger for another one. Like, that was nice.
I get that. That, like I say, super humble answer. But it that kind of says a lot about what drives and motivates you and what is an accolade to you. Interesting. Why did you take this battle?
Me and Giz we've been meant to be getting it in for a while. We like we met each other a while back in Middlesbrough, and since then we always said that I respect him. I think he's a good rapper and everything, and I've always been out for a good battle and a realistic one. I think we're evenly matched on a lot of things. So that's what I've always been looking out for. I haven't got those battles a lot, but that's what I've been looking out for. I want a battle where I feel like we're evenly matched, and it's going to be a close call. I'd prefer a close call than a wash battle. But so yeah, it's always been on the cards. And this is a perfect card to do it on.
Perfect card. Obviously as well, Giz with his background on Gift to the Gab as well, you know, kind of makes sense. Obviously it's not Gift to the Gab.
I think this is a big difference in eras. Like a lot of the battles haven't really had a big you can tell the era in. This one's a big gap in eras. I like this one.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But like you say, it's still big gap in eras, but you know, for the reasons why you wanted the battle, it still makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Kind of similar thing in different eras. What do you rate about your opponent?
Like I said, he's got it. He knows how to rap. He's from the jump off era, so he can freestyle. Like that's a great thing to have in your locker. And it can flip a whole round on somebody. I've seen him battle and do like 3 or 4 flips. And this is before it was 3 of them things. Like he's been about it. So that's a dangerous skill to have in your opponent. And on top of that, he can rap. He's got great stage presence. I mean, he's a fucking door of a person. Like, do you know what I mean? He takes up a stage. So he does have a lot of that.
Okay. Yeah. So I like that. There is a lot that you rate about him. You know.
No, I do.
Yeah. And that generally brings respect as well. And dope. Why do you beat him?
At the same time, I think I do a lot of the things he does better, and I don't think he has the same comedy. That he don't have those bones in him to out joke me or whatever, and I think that would make a lot of what he does crumble. Like the big bad bear doesn't turf well under jokes, so like we'll see how it goes. But I do think I'm better than him.
And you think you can kind of neutralize
Yeah,
take the steam out
yeah.
of his strength.
Yeah, a lot of it. I think jokes will hurt a lot of what he does, and I can do jokes better than he could ever do jokes. So yeah, I think that's my little secret weapon there.
Okay. All right. And what do you think will be battle of the night, or we're asking battle of the event? It's a Tuesday event, obviously, but what do you think is the battle that is going to be the one?
It's a tough one, man. There's a lot of battles on the card.
Well, I tell you what, then we're only at 10 and a half minutes, so you can give me a few that you like and tell me why.
I like Rivers and Moke. I like Rivers and Moke a lot. I like Moke against Georgie Roots. That's a really good battle. I don't think that. I mean, I think he put it up today. It's got like 1,000 views. It deserves more. That's a really good battle.
Does. Go and run that up.
Yeah,
Georgie Roots versus Moke on the No Loose Chat channel. Absolute war. Super close battle.
And then this is Rivers' stage. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, it's gonna be nice. That's a real nice era versus era card. I can't wait to see Soljitsu and Tally back. Can't wait to see Soljitsu and Tally back. Yeah, that's two. I'm dying to see them back. Tony D versus Georgie Roots has got classic written all over it.
Enough said. Yeah.
What else is there now?
We've also got Surfer YD.
Yeah, I like YD as well. YD's he's a good newcomer, man. I enjoy his energy, man. He's good. Yeah, that feels like it's got a nice battle against the Joker Star AJ Raw, is it? Yeah. Again, Joker started as well. I think he's on the back foot off of Anarchy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I feel like it, and I remember seeing him live, and he was in a similar situation. Like he had just taken a nice loss, and he come in, and it was a small sort of room, like smaller than Fiddler's, but still. And he smoked Koj, man. It was different. So yeah,
someone gave that exact same example, I think, on Sunday Roast. Said exactly the same thing.
Man, I was in the room. It was just different. And so if we get that Joker star, then I think everyone,
Crash and Yunnan is on there.
Crash and Yunnan, yeah. I mean, the way Crash has been talking, like he's gonna beat Yunnan, and I don't think Yunnan's gonna come to play. Like I think everyone's like, oh, Yunnan might. I don't think Yunnan's not gonna show up to this battle. Like I don't think he'd disrespect the league like that. And if that's the case, then it's gonna be a roof lifter. The energy is gonna be different.
I imagine, especially the way, Crash is one of those. I love Crash's energy. I love his sort of ability to, like, he doesn't stop almost, like, and he's not disrespectful. He's always humorous. He's so funny, but he's so, like, he has the ability to just super sharp wit and just build the energy, and I think he's really done that with this Yunnan thing. He's spoken a lot about it. Yunnan, doesn't really have to do anything to really build that energy. We know
he's a beast.
Yeah, exactly. So this one could be, suit all of these battles, like you say.
That's what I mean. It's a big card. There's a lot of, like, and there's you could say everyone's a sleeper, because there's not a lot of card battles you'd ever called. Like, you'd have never had these battles in your head before this card come out. And
Caps Black Tea. Black Tea. Yeah, like this one as well. I wouldn't have seen it come in. I wouldn't have necessarily asked for it. It's here on paper, but I can see how it could make sense. Black Tea only been, as far as I know, on the Art of Rap platform. Done well over there, dope, right? He's creative. He's a performer as well. He's got performance elements. He can, deliver his shit really well. Caps is that performer. His aura, his stage, and he's going over to Prem next month. Like, he wants to, he didn't do so well in the process. Last round, he dropped the ball.
I feel like he had something.
Exactly. So that's it. He did. Yeah. Now he gets a chance to redeem himself. Like, this is exciting. But you've got 30 seconds left. Tell me anything you want before we sign out. Time is yours.
Yeah, Frost, Era versus Era cards, 24th and 25th of July. Frost versus Giz. You be there. It's going to be one for the days. The rest of the card is smoking hot. Yeah, just be there for it. It's going to be banger.
Thanks. Be there. Or if you can't be there, get the pay-per-view. My absolute pleasure.
Definitely.
That's it. Support. Get your tickets. Indeed. They're going to sell out, and we'll be back in half an hour, 10 minutes or something. We out.
Love, Jen. Thank you.